Okay. Tomb Raider 1. Again. I'm going to do this one on normal New Game, not doing New Game Plus. Although, I do need to do New Game Plus because I've not actually played it in the Remastered. The only New Game Plus I've played is in the Tomb Raider 1 version, the original version, where it's Tomb Raider X, I think. That's really good. I think one of the few differences is in the original, you get unlimited ammo. Well, you get all your weapons and unlimited ammo from the get-go, whereas the Tomb Raider 1 Remastered New Game Plus, you don't. You get all your weapons, but they're not unlimited, which is a bit frustrating. At least from what I've seen, I've not actually played it yet. I've only read what you can and can't get in the New Game Plus. So the plan is to try and get through this as quick as I can, because I am determined to get Tomb Raider 1 done in less than the 2-hour mark. The best I think I've got is 2 hours 30. So let's see what we can do. We'll see what happens. Unfortunately, this does mean that it's going to be a glitched run. I think even at this point now, it feels weird doing a non-glitched run because I know of so many glitches or a lot of glitch shortcuts that you can do to get through the game quick. So it feels weird even playing the game normally as this one, where if you do the corner jump through that little bit of wall, you can side shuffle or sidestep through the wall and ultimately through the fence. It is quite difficult to do. I know the last few times I've done Tomb Raider 1, I've tried it, and for some reason I've struggled getting into that. Which I don't know how, because it's an easy glitch to do. It's probably one of the easier ones to do. If anyone's played Tomb Raider before, you'll know exactly what it is. I think there's even an achievement in this game, actually, in Midas, where you've got to do that corner bug to get to the unreachable Medipack on that platform next to the switches. Cave's done in 2 minutes 19. Look at that. Already a good start. Now, as far as I'm aware, there's no glitches in this level to shortcut the level. I mean, there will be, but none that I've done or none that I know of. I know there's an amazing one you can do in Qualipec, which I will point out when I get to it, where you can skip something like 98% of the level by just avoiding one tile at the very start where you trigger the end. Block pushing, yay! The worst thing about the originals, well, the original 5 games, is the block pushing. This is also the very first video I've done with commentary for quite a long time. If anyone who's watching is, if there's any issues with my mic, please let us know, because I've had to mess around with some of the settings to make it work, and I'm not too sure if it's working properly or if it's quite muffled. If it's muffled, I'm going to have to mess around with more settings on it. Excuse me. Might do another randomizer run as well. Feels it's been a while since I've actually done a randomized run. I know the last one I did, it was the environment randomizer. I remember playing that later on last year for the first time, and it completely changes the geometry of the levels. So it adds new rooms, adds new puzzles, adds new traps, which, I'll be honest, most of them got me the first time I played it. I think the worst one it did is it added a whole new trap section at the start of Lost Valley, where instead of starting at the top of the waterfall, you had to go through this slope trap with spike pits underneath it, and that was very difficult. It completely caught me off guard, because you're obviously used to the main game, you're used to on how it's meant to be, and then all of a sudden it's adding traps that wasn't originally there. I'm just going to try and get as many medipacks as I can, just because the later levels, especially Atlantis and the Great Pyramid, absolutely wipes you out of medipacks. Hi, you okay? If I'm going to be honest, it feels really weird talking on webcam, on video. Thank you so much. It's just a Geordie accent, which a lot of people say they hate it, the accent, but thank you, that means a lot. Are you going to be with me for the full run? Oh, nearly. I'm good. Yes, I'm doing good. I'm officially on holiday now from work. So I'm going to be doing a week of chilling, a week of streaming, and possibly a week of recording footage so I can get ahead of myself again on the schedule on YouTube. Are you doing okay? Ah, no bother, no bother. Hope work goes as smooth for you as possible. Oh lord, right. First medipack of the run. Good, glad you're okay. Happy birthday as well for yesterday. Hope you had a good birthday. Right. Ooh. What would be really interesting to do, and I'm thinking I'm doing this, but I don't know how else it's going to work, is to do a no load, no save, no medipack run, where I can't save the game, can't use medipacks. The only thing I can do is restart the level should I die in that level, which, you know, shouldn't be that difficult in theory, but I'm saying in theory because I know how tough the later levels are, especially Atlantis. Good, I'm glad you had a good birthday. Did you do anything exciting for it, or was it just kind of more of a chilled one? No save. I don't think I'm going to do it in this one, I'll be honest, because I've kind of not thought about it. I've not thought about some strategies I may need to do. But, to be fair, it might be one to do later on in the week. I do have a couple of live streams scheduled for this week. Like tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a Red Dead Redemption 2 live stream, which is something I've not done before. Where I'm going to be treasure hunting around the map using an online treasure hunter the treasure hunting map that highlights all the treasures. I used to do that quite a bit. It used to be nice and chilled. It used to be really relaxing to do it, especially when you do the full map, or as most of the map as you can. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. It's already scheduled. I'm going to do another live stream on Wednesday. I've pre-set it up to be Tomb Raider 1, but I'm thinking on mixing up a little bit because I've done quite a lot of Tomb Raider 1 recently. I might do a Tomb Raider 2 and a Golden Mask run, which is the DLC, the DLC game for Tomb Raider 2. I might do them both in a live stream like I did Tomb Raider 1 and Unfinished Business last week. You're too old now. Nonsense. We have a fair that comes into Newcastle every year. It's called the Hoppins. Not last year, the year before, I believe. Me and my friend were out in Newcastle. We completely forgot it was on, and we kind of just stumbled upon it. So that was a very impromptu, nice day out. Although what was weird is we got bag searched when we went in, which is something I've never had done before, going into a fair. So yeah, if you want, what I can do is do the stream on Wednesday to be Tomb Raider 2 and Tomb Raider 2 Golden Mask straight after each other, like I did with Tomb Raider 1 and Unfinished Business the other day. Fairs, yeah, I love fairgrounds. They're a lot of fun. When I was younger, I used to love roller coasters. I used to love the fast rides, but I've just not. I wouldn't say grew out of it, but I've kind of stopped liking them. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the speed or what, but I've gone out of it. I used to love going to places like Flamingo Land. I used to love going to places. Well, we've done Disney World quite a few times when I was younger, and some of the rides there are absolutely incredible. Brill. So what I'll do, once I've finished this stream today, I'll edit that so it's Tomb Raider 2 and Tomb Raider 2 Gold straight after each other. I will mention kind of a bit of a pre-warn in advance. I've only played Golden Mask once, and that was early last year when the Remastered came out. So I am probably going to be very, very bad at it. In fact, I am going to be bad at it. I can tell you that much. I also never got all the secrets, so I didn't do the Nightmare in Vegas hidden level. But what I might do tonight and tomorrow is look up and research where all the secrets are, so I can do the Nightmare in Vegas level for the very, very, very first time. I've seen footage of it, I've seen gameplay of it online, but I've never actually played it myself, and to be honest, it looks incredible. Yeah, the first level was... I think the first level was one of the more difficult ones. I think the thing with Tomb Raider, especially the early ones, Tomb Raider 1 held your hand as this is, it's kind of holding your hand. It's like, this is one thing we can do, then this is another, then this is another. It kind of introduces stuff gradually, whereas Tomb Raider 2, it just throws you in the deep end. Like the Great Wall, the opening level of Tomb Raider 2, that was one of the hardest first levels of a game I think I've played, especially when I was younger. When I was brand new and I didn't know what was happening, it was very tough. Because once you got inside the guardhouse in the end, it was just trap after trap after trap. You had no choice but to survive. Yeah, the sharks in Tomb Raider 2 are not nice. But it drops you straight in the water, so you can't even avoid it. You've got no choice but to swim. But if I remember right, the first secret is underwater with the shark. So if I want to do an all-secret run, I'm going to have to try and find it. After the monk level. What do you mean? Oh, Barkhan Monastery in Tomb Raider 2. I'm trying to think what's after Barkhan. After Barkhan, you've got Catacombs of the Talion, and then you've got Ice Palace. Catacombs and Ice Palace, I think, are the very few levels in Tomb Raider 2 where there's actually no human enemies. Oh no, hang on, is there? Yes, no, there is a few. Ignore me. I got confused. It was Ice Palace that doesn't have any human enemies, I believe. It's all the Yetis and the fish and sharks and stuff, but I'm sure there's... Yeah, you've got human enemies in Catacombs. So I remember playing the randomizer on Tomb Raider 2 for the first time, and I'm sure the first level I played was Catacombs, and one of the first enemies he killed dropped the Uzis, which was such an amazing first level drop. I don't want to do shark levels. Yeah, the deck, not the deck, 40 Fathoms, that's one of the worst shark levels. Right, level 4, get to McQualpack. I'm going to talk through this shortcut that I've done, pretty much every single gameplay I've done. So, that tile at the very end that joins this corridor to the next triggers the start of the level, technically. So what I like to do to skip the level is I line myself up with this corner. Jump through the wall, and providing it's done it right, you look up and you can see the grey parts. The grey tiles there are what falls. So if I come in the middle of the room... Oh man, I just didn't trigger it. But the tiles here do fall, which they have, which normally only happens at the end of the level if you play the level correctly. But the perk with this is once you've triggered the boulder, it doesn't actually close the gate like it normally does if you play the level properly. So you can just go straight up, collect the first piece of the scion, and you can get out. Fathoms when I was younger, I've got this fear of deep water. I hate deep water. And I remember playing that level for the first time on PlayStation 1, and all I could see was the seabed, and it creeped me out so much. It used to make it, honestly, it took me years to become sort of comfortable to even play that level. And even then now, I think especially with the Remastered, obviously they've improved the texture, they've improved the lighting, and it looks so much better now. But it still creeps me up to a certain extent. I think more so with the Remastered, because you've got seaweed and you've got stuff on the sea floor that stops you from seeing the barrels on which way you need to go to get out. Or get into the sunken ship, technically. Right, I'm going to do my first save. I'm doing my first save 5 levels in. There's another skip you can do on this part, which to me makes it so much easier. So once you've pulled the block over these two pads, or these two trigger spots, whatever you want to call them. Oh, I forgot to ask as well, are you wanting webcam on? I've not put it on the right channel. If you want webcam on, I can quickly change the channel so you can actually see. Right, so the skip for this, as soon as you step on that Omega sign there, it'll close this door. Oh, hello. So if I line myself up with the corner here, I can do a similar glitch to what I did in the last level. Oh, I'll trigger it, doesn't matter. But you can normally do a skip on that, where you can jump through the corner and avoid closing that door. Which means you will skip the first gunfight with Pierre, because the switch over here, I'm sure, triggers him. Unfortunately, this means I've now triggered Pierre. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Is he still there? He should have disappeared because his health bar's gone. He's gone. Right, what I'll do to make this jump a bit easier is I'll push this all the way to the end. Which part for each hours of the gorillas? Thank you, by the way. Thank you for them kind words. The thing with me is I spent too much time playing Tomb Raider and Spyro growing up. So I know Tomb Raider 1 and 2 like the back of my hand, and I know Spyro 3 like the back of my hand. Because they're the 3 games that I played predominantly growing up. Now there's another interesting skip you can do here as well, but it's much more difficult to do. Is if you swim just in the top of the crack on the gate and you swim in the right angle, you can actually get through the gate so you don't have to drain this room. There we go. But what's weird is that's still a water room and you can just go in and out of it and land onto dry land, which is really, really weird. It makes you nervous. No, I get it. I think especially in the later levels with the mutants in Atlas Mine and Atlantis. Yeah, it is a weird glitch. To be honest, I discovered it by mistake a long time ago when I was playing the PlayStation 1 version, and it accidentally pushed us through into the other side. So when I tried to do it properly, it worked, and it's quite easy to do, but you got to fight the current of the water, which is weird. Also got a coffee. Alright, try and get back through this room without getting hit by any swords. I was trying to remember... Oh, well, never mind that. I was trying to remember where the triggers are for the swords. You also don't realise how many swords there are until you're trying to get back through. There we go. I'm going to see how I feel as well near the end of this run, because if I've still got the energy and I'm feeling it, I might do another Tomb Raider 1 run straight after this, but do a New Game Plus run, because the more I'm thinking on it, the more I'm actually wanting to play it. It's a lot more difficult than this normal New Game, which I suppose you kind of expect New Game Plus. I know there's no health kits in the level. I think the only way you can get them is if you collect the secrets. At least I think. I could be wrong. that's something you want to see. Would you like us to do a New Game Plus run straight after this? And see how I feel, because if I'm up for it, I might as well just do straight into it. May as well do my first time playing New Game Plus on the stream. We'll all suffer together. Another cool thing you can do on here to avoid getting struck by the lightning is swan diving, because for some reason it just doesn't hit you when you swan dive. I don't know why, but it just doesn't target you for some reason. Oh, I nearly missed the edge. Excuse me. Right, let's see if I can finish this level without doing any more saves. I've only got one more room to go, and then I've got all 4 keys. I remember playing this level. I don't know if it was the first time, but it was one of the first times I played this. And the height of the room, I don't know if it was the draw distance on PlayStation 1s, but you couldn't see the bottom of the room. And oh, it was something else, because that was the first, kind of one of the first few memories I've got of Tomb Raider 1. Try a run with no saves. I think I should do that straight after this, instead of doing New Game Plus, just do a run with no saves. It is scary. Oh well, there went that. Oh, I've saved the start of the level, didn't I? Yeah, practice mode's probably a good idea. Probably a good shout. I might do that on Thursday then. On Monday. I might do that on Tuesday, Wednesday then, instead of doing. Oh, I don't know actually. I'll figure it out. I'll probably will do the no save Tomb Raider 1 run this week. Might be on the weekend. But I'm gonna do the Tomb Raider 2 and Golden Mask run on Wednesday. Save every 5 levels. Yeah, that's probably going to be the best way to try it without. So the only way I can do it is if I die, I'll just have to restart the level. I might just do that. Because I don't think I've ever played this game without using saves. I think because of how easy it is to die. Like if you miss time a jump, or if you miss don't watch your health bar or something, it's very easy to die. Can you also hear me okay through the mic? I've got the mic sort of close-ish to my mouth. I just want to make sure that it's clear and you can understand it's okay. Awesome, thank you. So I say I had to mess around with a bunch of settings on the mic and on OBS where I stream from to make sure the mic was working fine. I'm going to try and do more live streams in the future where I use the mic. Because it feels weird having people talking to us in the chat and I'm not able to answer. Like I have to type it out. And sometimes I can't reply straight away, like if I'm focusing on the game. So at least with this I can kind of read the chat as I'm playing and reply straight away instead of having to wait till I can reply or type it out. I'm going to save it here. Also, what I've done quite recently, I think in the last month or so, maybe a month before, is I did a full game playthrough of Tomb Raider Anniversary, and instead of streaming it, I recorded it. So I think that's going to go live on the YouTube channel quite soon. I can't remember when I've got scheduled actually. I know Uncharted 4 is currently coming out. I think Uncharted 4's got all of March. So Anniversary must be the start of April. I can't actually remember when I've got it scheduled. Anniversary is a really, really fun game. I forget how fun Anniversary actually is. Do you know what it is? It's not that I'm uncomfortable talking on mic. It's just something that I've not really done before. It's weird because in my head, I'm talking to myself, you know, and like I'm not talking to myself because obviously you're chatting in the chat log as well. But I wouldn't say I'm uncomfortable with that. I'm not. It's just more weird because to me, I'm having a one-sided conversation. Like if someone walks past the room or if someone walks outside and hears us, I'm sat here talking to myself. Whereas I'm not. I'm actually having a conversation with yous. It's like I watch other Tomb Raider streamers, and the confidence that they have just with talking to all the people in the chat logs, it's amazing. It does. It really does. It's weird. I think especially because for some reason the chat logs isn't showing up on the screen. So anyone who's watching this after the video goes out live will be thinking that I am talking to myself. Whereas I promise I'm not. I am a bit weird, but I wouldn't say I'm not weird when I have conversations with myself. I mean, I say that, I do. I talk to myself all the time at work. I don't know, I'm not too sure if it does. I hope it does. Because I had this thing set on OBS where the chat log appeared on the screen, but for some reason when I changed some of the overlays around on Streamlabs, it took off the chat log even though I've put it back in. I don't know why it's not showing up. And also on the last live stream I think I did the other day, where I did one and unfinished business, nothing, like the chat log wasn't showing up on the screen. So I might have to watch it back, see if it appears on like a sidebar or something. This level has to have the record for the most bats. I've just killed them all in that room. Yeah, that's a weird thing because every stream I did prior to that, the chat log appeared on the screen, whereas for some reason, since I've changed the overlay on Streamlabs, it stopped doing it, even though I've put the chat log back on it. So I might have to look into Streamlabs, have a look on that, see if I've done something wrong or what. Oh. Why have I only got 3 keys? Oh, because I didn't get Neptune's key. I opened the door and then came straight out. I've done that a few times, thinking that because I pulled the switch to get the key, I've got the key when I didn't go in and get it. Yeah, no bother. I don't think I'm going to get record time on this one. Considering I've had to redo this level twice and I've forgot to pick up the key the second time. I'm also going to save it here because I'm sure this is where I died the last time. How many medis? I want to get this large medi here because I don't have as many medi packs as what I would like. Yeah, absolutely no bother. I did a load of my housework yesterday that I need to get done. All my work stuff's already washed and drying as we speak. Looking forward to having this week off. The sound that the crocodiles make when they move. It's really weird. It's creepy. Now there's an interesting skip you can do on this level. Normally you would have to go down into the pit, into the Colosseum itself, go through all the pits and go through all the traps and stuff down there. But if you do a really well timed or well positioned jump, I should say, you don't have to go down there. Now, what the randomizer did when I played the environment randomizer, which made us laugh because this is quite a well-known one, is to put a chair or to put an object on that corner bit over there. So you couldn't do that side jump. You had to play the level normally. So you're not meant to do that jump, even though it's there for you to do. You're meant to go down, you're meant to go through the traps, to go through the pits underneath, to then work your way back round to get up onto the balcony. But using that skip, you don't have to go down into the actual Colosseum, the actual arena part. You were there with us, weren't you, when I done the environment randomizer? I think it was last week before I'd done that. that was a lot of fun because it was like playing a brand new game at some parts. It's like playing Tomb Raider like I've never played it before because it was literally new traps, new puzzles, everything. It was really fun. Yeah, Tomb Raider 1 is full of interesting bugs and interesting glitches. Same with Tomb Raider 2, to be fair. Tomb Raider 3, there is them, but I've not played Tomb Raider 3 as much as I would like to admit. Tomb Raider 3 is probably my least favourite of the original trilogy. It's why at the moment I've got no Tomb Raider 3 content on my channel. It's something that does need to change because, don't get me wrong, it's a really, really, really good game, but it ups the difficulty by 1,000. I think especially with the secrets as well, because it's not a case of, oh, go behind here to get this secret. Well, not all of them. They are so difficult to get. 3, yeah, I love the environment. I think the thing I do like about 3 is the option you've got once you've finished India. You don't have to kind of follow a set level pattern. You can go to like South Pacific, or you can go to Nevada, or go to London first. You know, it's not like you've got to do them in order. You can choose whichever one. Although it is beneficial to do Nevada first, so you can do the high security compound to get all your weapons took off you first. Because I think there's only one level where you can get the M16 or whatever it's called. And I think that's in South Pacific. Again, I could be wrong. Like I say, I've only played Tomb Raider 3 a small handful of times. And I think I've only completed it twice, maybe 3 times if I'm lucky. The kayak. Yeah, let's not even talk about the kayak. Madabu Gorge is possibly the worst level I have ever played. I think it's the only Tomb Raider level. I mean, that and Lud's Gate. Madabu Gorge is the only level, or the second only level, that I've actually rage quitted Tomb Raider on. Because I don't know how I'd done it. I thought I was on a path to find a secret, but then I got stuck, and the only way I could get out is by going down into the stream, into the river, the flowing water, and no. While I'm pulling this out. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's no right and wrong way, no right and wrong order to play Tomb Raider 3, but it's advised, if you want to get as much as you can, to play Nevada straight after India, sorry, because you get all the weapons took off here in the second level in the compound, and you can get your weapons back after that. Can't remember which level it is you get the gun. I can't remember. Like I say, I've not played Tomb Raider 3 much. I know one of my good friends, one of my best friends, he's obsessed with Tomb Raider as much as I am, and he was the one who told me last year when I played Tomb Raider 3 for the first time on Remastered, it was like, do Nevada first, because there's a weapon, if you can lose your weapons, you can only get in a certain level. I'll pull this switch so I can get the large medi. Weirdly enough, the levels that well, to be fair, most of Tomb Raider 3, I wouldn't say I'm a fan of. London levels they are something else. They're so dark. You absolutely annihilate your flare supply in London. It's not so bad in the Remastered because they've improved the lighting a hell of a lot, but in the PlayStation 1, you make sure you got plenty of flares going into Lud's Gate. That's all I'll say. Kayak level, yeah, Madabu Gorge it's very well designed, don't get us wrong. It's something that Tomb Raider's never seen before prior to it. It's just the kayaks handle absolutely atrociously. In my opinion, the only vehicle that handles well is the little speedboat you get at the start of Antarctic. And even then, I'm sure that's the only level you use it in. Yeah, tell him good luck. Good luck from me. He's gonna need it. I will also mention, I've been to London a few times. London's nothing like it appears in Tomb Raider 1. Tomb Raider 3, sorry. I mean, the weather's right. It rains the entire time. But I think that's just British weather for you. The only good thing with British summertime is the rain gets warmer. I should probably save. That's sad of me. Do you know what it is, to be fair? You do get used to it. I love where I live. I wouldn't change it for the world. I moved away a few years ago. Not too far, only like to another county in the area. But I missed home really, really bad, and I couldn't get back as much as I wanted to. I want your accent. Not many people like my accent. It's really, really, really difficult trying to understand a drunk Geordie. I remember... I mean, I've worked in bars a long time. I worked in bars for most of my career, to be fair. And the amount of times I've had to serve drunk Geordies, and even though I am a Geordie, I couldn't understand them. I think the worst accent you can get drunk is Scottish. Oh, I love the Scottish accent, don't get me wrong. But trying to understand drunk Scot is... it's another skill level. It's a whole new skill. Or something, yeah. I've done a couple of conventions before, like Comic-Con, science fiction conventions, and a few people who have done it with have been American, and they love our accent. That's another shortcut as well. You're not technically meant to be able to do that. But, Right. Now, I can never remember the order for these switches, but I've done it. So I'm going to come down here, open the door so I don't have to keep on doing that awkward jump every single time. We're mad he won't have it. Well, I appreciate the compliment, I appreciate it. I think what a lot of people kind of don't understand is how many different accents there are in Britain. It's that you can travel 20, 30 miles by car and you come across another dialect, you come across another accent. I think the worst one, in my opinion, and I'm sorry if anyone's watching this, is from the area, but the Scouse accent, absolutely horrible. Now, I saw an interesting shortcut yesterday by another Tomb Raider. It's absolutely brilliant. I love watching him. He done this awkward jump that took him around here, straight onto the bottom platform. But he did do it using modern controls. I don't like using modern controls on this. Oh, it actually works. I've never, ever done that shortcut before. And I'm going to use that going forward. The only thing with doing that is you do miss out on a couple of menu packs. But it's saving a lot of time because you got to do that awkward jump. You've got to do the shimmy. And I'd rather skip out on a few menu packs than do that any day. Now there's another interesting skip, well not skip per se, but you can skip that line that comes out there. So if you just grab on, shimmy along, and get up on the end platform, you don't actually trigger that line. Which is good, because it's awkward as hell to kill, especially on these narrow platforms. And it gives you a chance to take off these enemies now before you get into that room with them. I say that, they've all disappeared. Oh, there's one. There we go. 2 picked off. The most weird with Tomb Raider 1 that's not the same in any other Tomb Raider level, Tomb Raider game, sorry, is if an enemy remains untriggered, they'll just sit there, they'll just stand there like this. Red light waiting to be triggered. Normally, like with the other Tomb Raiders from what I've seen, is they'll just appear in game. They'll just like appear in front of you or whatever when triggered. But this one, the stay in that solid state, waiting to be triggered. Let's see how many of them there are down here. Alright, I'll do this one first. 3 and 5. I can never, ever remember the switch combination for some reason. Even though it doesn't change per game, I cannot remember them. Yeah, absolutely no bother. What are you cooking? I'm really intrigued. Oh, music went weird there. For all those who are new to the stream, welcome, hi, greetings, welcome, hello, greetings, welcome, hi. This is Tomb Raider 1 Remastered. We're going to be playing this, well, I'm going to play this, I suppose. It is a glitched run. I want to try and do it in quick time, but I messed that up quite badly in City, or St. Francis Folly, even easy for me to say. Because I forgot to save, died near the very end, and then forgot to pick up a key on the second run. So there went getting good time. But I did skip most of Qualipec, and I did skip a fair chunk of caves, even though it's not a long level. Where am I going? So I'm going to try and get this done as quick as I can. Now there is an interesting glitch you can do in Atlantis, the second last level, where you got to climb that big room. There's an interesting glitch you can do at the start when you reach the bottom, where if you jump out a wall correctly, you can jump straight to the top. I've never been able to do it, but I have watched strategies on how to do it. So what I might do is I might do a separate save on Atlantis, so I can practice that off camera to try and get it done, because that is going to be such a time saver. Atlantis is such a huge level. Oh, Halo, great one. I wonder who that is. I love Cheesecakeable. Hi, Ryan. How are you doing? I've just realised as well, is this the first time that you would have heard my voice? Oh, no. Did we do a video call a couple of years ago? I can't remember. The amount of time, for the length of time that we've known each other. A bacon and egg sandwich. Oh. That sounds incredible. Make me hungry now. Yeah, I thought we did do it. I vaguely remember doing a call with you in my old flat as soon as I said it. You're doing training at work. I love that. Yeah, training, it's always fun, but by the way you put that in quotations, I'm guessing it's more of a case of just sitting there and listening, or sitting there and clocking. All of our training's got to be done online, and if you don't do it, they can monitor it. How long have we known each other now, Ryan? It's got to be 10 plus years. It has to be. I was thinking about this a few nights ago. Our slot of training. 8 or 9 years, yeah, it's been a while. Oh, so they've literally not give you any training, they've just booked you in on it, but not give you anything to do. I mean, as long as you still get paid for it, then, you know, think of it like an hour's work for now. Right, coming up. System, this is my favourite level. I don't know why, but I absolutely love it. Now, there's an interesting glitch that I'm pulling this out. There's an interesting glitch you can do. I found this out a few years ago. Is if when you pull that switch up there, it opens both that trap door and the side door. With the trees. No, I think the last level, Palace Midas had trees in. There's another one later on. Oh, inside the temple. No, that's Sanctuary of the Scion. That is a really pretty level. So I'm going to do this glitch just because I think it's really funny. I am going to save it first because, at least on the PlayStation 1, I've not done it on this one. You can trap yourself in the room and you can't get out. So if you pull this block out and get yourself into the room where the large menu pack is, you somehow get stuck in the room. You can't pull the block. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that. Again, I don't know if it does on Remastered. I'm going to give it a try because when I first done it, it was really weird. Watch it actually not work this time. Watch it just be wasting time here. Don't think it's going to do it, you know. No, it's not. She can actually push it. Doesn't matter. I just take back everything I've just said. No, in the original one, for some reason you can't push the block back out. You get stuck in the room. I don't know why that's now worked. Must have been fixed when they've done the remaster. Ignore me. Oh, that went well. I love the music in this game. I think Tomb Raider 1 has definitely got the best soundtrack out of all the games. Excuse me. Those are the rats in this game are ridiculously big. I can assure you wild rats are not normally that big. Yes, very, very much so. Technically I was off yesterday, but I didn't really do anything yesterday. I was just kind of accepting that I was off and playing a bit of 2K25 to be degree. But today, first official day off. So, got some streams lined up this week. Very, very happy to be off. And then I think I'm back for a few weeks and I'm off again. We seriously also need to arrange to meet up some point this year. I know we've pretty much said that every single year, but we need to. Crocodile's just waiting there for us. Medipack's okay. Well, as long as you buy a house up here. I think we came close to it last year, year before. I think it was the year before. We talked about it. I think we both had the same week off work. But I think something came up for one of it where we couldn't meet up. Now what's interesting is if you don't attack Pierre in the first room where the switch is to drain the water, he doesn't appear here. It's just the gorillas on the bottom that appear. Same with the Hawken, I think. I honestly can't remember. I remember a few years ago, I think in 2018, 2019, we were in Liverpool. Manchester, I can't remember. Oh! No, I think I remember what you mean. I was in Manchester, if it's the one I'm thinking of, we were in Manchester for the day, for a seminar. but we didn't have a chance to stay overnight. We literally had to drive back that night, which wasn't fun because we didn't get finished or didn't get out until I think 10, 11 o'clock at night. Then we had like another 2.5, 3 hour drive back, which wasn't fun because it made it a long day. It's been a while since I've actually been up to Manchester way. I know there's a massive, massive, massive indoor gaming arcade. It's got 3 or 4 different floors. That was a lot of fun. I need to go back there. If you haven't been around, I definitely recommend it. I can't remember whereabouts it is, but it's absolutely incredible. You and Meg should definitely go. If I remember right, it's got a floor for retro games like the old arcade machines. It's got an area on one of the floors for consoles. It's got a VR section, pinball section. Oh, honestly, it was incredible. I can't remember what it's called though. Being there, absolutely insane. Yeah, Oldham. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was really cheap for us to get in. I think it was some like £10-15 to get in for the day, and everything was just free to use afterwards. You can just use and go on as much as you want. If I remember right, it was kind of tucked in on a side street. It was. I mean, to me, it looked like quite like a derelict building. We just pulled into this weird car park. It was like it looked like a derelict building, and then it had like the arcade logo sign above the door, and I was like, "This is really weird." But as soon as you walked in, it was literally like a gamer's heaven. It's something that you would imagine a proper man's cave to be. It's like a dream man cave in there, except it's 3 floors. A dream man mansion. I know there's there's like a club arcade in Newcastle called the NQ64. There's one in Edinburgh as well. Because me and my friend went in there a couple of years ago. That was really good. The one in Newcastle's so good. I would imagine there's one in Manchester or Liverpool area. And like all the cocktails are like game themed and stuff. Yeah, it really does. We kind of pulled into it and we're thinking, are we really in the right place? Are we going to get stabbed or what? Are we going to ask if we want like buy drugs and stuff? But yeah, it's a really weird location, but it's really good. So much fun. Like, it was literally a full day well spent. Actually, to be fair, what I might do is when I'm next off work, I might get me and Davey to come up, go to Manchester and go to that arcade. See if you and Meg are off as well. We can try and arrange to actually meet up. What's the name of the arcade? Can you remember? As they have an old gaming shop there. I mean, you don't have to convince me twice. You just have to mention the word gaming and you've got my attention. I would love to have I would say a gaming room, but I keep thinking of more and more and more stuff I want to add to it. It's going to be being a gaming floor at this rate. Yeah. I think what's cool, if I remember reading right, it's owned by a family, owned by a few people, and one of them buys old arcade machine games from, like, well, arcades I imagine, and they do them up, they clean them up, they get them done up, and they just use them inside the arcades. It's amazing. If anyone's in the arcade club, I'm going to have a look, see if there's one nearer. But if not, then definitely we need to arrange to go to the Manchester one again, because that was incredible. And it's so cheap to get into, like, for it not being like a limited thing where you've got an hour in, for being like a full day thing if you want it to be, and you can play on as much as you want. It's so cheap. It was like a £10-15 if I remember right. And if I remember right as well, they've got like a cute little gift shop on the ground floor as you walk in. Oh, I really want to go there now. I remember they have, I mean, I don't know if they still do, they've got like a retro console area as well. And we were playing, I think it was Sonic. Was it Sonic? Either Sonic, Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, one of them. I'm sure it was on the Dreamcast or the Mega Drive. No, it was the Mega Drive, it was Sonic. That was so fun. How close is it? I'll start that again. How close is it to use? Yeah, absolutely no bother. I know Newcastle has got quite a few arcades in, but it's nothing to that extent. Like I say, you got the NQ64 one. And don't get us wrong, it's still a lot of fun, it's still really good. But, you know, it's not like a full day thing. An hour and 20 away. Surely Manchester's not. I mean, I know you're not in Manchester, like exactly, but surely it can't be an hour and 20 away. I wonder if that's like an hour and 20, say, by bus or something. Because I don't know about you, but buses here. Buses here seem to go all over the place if you're trying to get to one place. Ah! fair enough. I mean, I don't know why. I know you don't live in Manchester, but I didn't think you lived that far away from Manchester. If you have to push the carriages. Yeah, we've got a public transport system near us. The metros, they are incredibly unreliable. If anyone's been on the Tyne Metro, you will understand everything. You will understand completely what I mean. And when they do work, they're delayed. I think that's why I don't like using metros, because they're so unreliable. You know, times I've been on the metro to go to Newcastle or whatever, and it's been delayed, or it's had to stop because of issues with the train or issues with whatever overhead. It's like, well, okay. So kind of being stranded at a random station and like 4 or 5 stops away from Newcastle, but we've got to get a bus in or whatever, and it's like, well, okay. Very unreliable. Hi. So what's everyone's plans for today, or for after this, I should say? Oh yeah, so what I do with videos is I'll record. The way I try to do is I try to record bulk at a time, and I schedule them like way in advance. So at the minute, I've got videos on a daily schedule coming out until the end of May. I want to say mid to the end of May, and I just do live streams in between recording. But I've not actually recorded any footage for quite a while. I think mainly because my hard drive on my PC is nearly full. So I'm having to move some stuff around to external hard drives. But it's not giving us that much extra space, so I'm going to have to buy a new external hard drive for us to record. I've got a lot of games that I'm wanting to record. I'm wanting to get the other Uncharted done, Uncharted 1, 2 and 3. To be fair, I might get the Uncharted done on live stream at some point as well, because they're a lot of fun. I don't know if I can do the full game in one sitting though. I mean, I would like to, but we'll see how that goes. I'm also wanting to try and get some footage recorded for Red Dead Redemption 2 when I've got the heart to play it again, because I only completed it for the first time a couple of years ago, and I'm still not over it. It's one of the very few video games I've cried at, I will admit that. It's such a good game. If you haven't played it, I cannot recommend it enough. just be prepared to put a lot of time into it. So when I finally get the courage to play that again, I'm going to try and record it. I think the same with GTA as well. I might buy GTA 4 on Steam because they've got the collection. Whereas GTA 4 and the two add-on games, The Ballad of Grey Tony and Lost and Damned, it's part of a pack, so I might get that. To be fair, I also need to buy Tomb Raider 4 to 6 Remastered as well on PC. I've got an Xbox and I've completed Chronicles and Angel of Darkness, I think, within 3 or 4 days of coming out. First time as well I played Angel of Darkness. It's a really good game. Bioshock, yes, I've heard a lot of people recommend Bioshock. I think it's on Game Pass at the minute. I could be wrong, I actually have to check that one out. But I've got PC Game Pass, so to be fair, I might just install it and give it a go. Another one I want to do as well is Ratchet and Clank. The ones on PlayStation 2 and then the ones that are on PS3. The Tools of Destruction and Quest for Booty, them two were my favourite. But like, I'm always game for getting gaming recommendations because I think the thing with me is I don't play much outside of the games I already know. So I'll play Tomb Raider a lot, I'll play Spyro a lot, I'll play a lot of the games I've already played a lot. But for some reason I don't like playing new games and I don't know why. I think, to be fair, I think it's the price tag on them, because if it's like, games now are a lot of money. If it's a game that I'm not going to enjoy, I don't really want to have to spend like 40, 50, 60 quid on a game. But saying that, a lot of games are now coming on Game Pass, so I might have a look on Game Pass, see what there is and install some on PC. Another game that I want to do as well, and it's going to sound silly, is SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. The remastered one, Rehydrate, I think it's called. That is such a good game. I played it a couple of years ago, and I did get some clips from it, a couple of glitches that happened, but I think that's on Game Pass as well. So I might get that installed and I might do a live stream of that, or I might record it as well. I only really try and bulk record, so I've got content on the channel going forward because I work quite a lot. So I don't always have the time through the day to record. Yes, I have seen... Have I seen it? I can't remember if I watched someone play it or if I've seen it on YouTube or something, What Remains of Edith Finch. That's... If I remember right, that's a really good game. That's more like a puzzle solving one, isn't it? Or have I got a completely different game? Sure, that's the one I'm thinking of. To be fair, I think I'm quite an emotional person. It doesn't take much to make me cry. But Red Dead Redemption, oh. I've not been able to even look at game art since that game. I remember last year, in October last year, there was a Comic-Con in Newcastle, and Rob Whiteoff and Roger Clark, who voiced John Marston and Arthur Morgan, were attending it. And oh, they are both lovely, lovely, lovely people. I can't stress that enough. And there was a merchant, there was a seller selling game posters. And they were selling a few like retro ones as well, but they were selling the game posters for Red Dead 1 and Red Dead 2. So I bought them, and I was able to get the voice actors to sign them, and it's two of my most prized possessions. I need to get them framed. So, yeah, I'm sure I've seen someone play that before. What Remains of Edith Finch. I'm going to have a look and see if that's on Game Pass, actually. Because what I might do is games I'm wanting to play and record and whatever, I might actually get them either on a wish list or get them installed, providing they're on Game Pass, and get them recorded, get them played. Another really fun one that I played quite recently was the Stanley Parable. I've never played that. I've seen gameplay of it, I've seen like screenshots and stuff of it in the past, but I've never actually played it until a few months ago. A few months ago, whenever it was. That's a really good game. Another really good one as well is Thank Goodness You're Here. It's hands down the funniest game I've ever played. So funny. Thing is, I've got loads of games as well in my Steam wishlist. I need to see what I've actually got in there. Because I get notifications coming through saying this game you got on your wishlist is on sale. And I go, oh yeah, I'll look at it in a bit, and never get around to it. I think another good one, maybe not on a live stream because it's anger inducing, is Crash Bandicoot. I've recently completed the 4th one, but I really wanted to live stream the 2nd one. Cortex Strikes Back, I think it's called. Didn't play much of Crash Bandicoot growing up, but I have got them. Like the remastered versions on Xbox. Same with Spyro. I've got them on PC and Xbox, and I love playing Spyro. It's such a nice game. Yeah, blood pressure, man. Do you know what it is? To be fair, I'm thinking what could be funny for that one is do a swear count, a live swear count on screen, a live swear count on screen. Easy for me to say. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I think the thing with Crash is it goes from, okay, this is okay to play, to holy hell, this has just got intense so quick. Like, there's no warning, it just happens. Like the 4th one, everything was going fine, I think, until you reach the 2nd world, and then it just... Oh, it's an experience, I'll say that much, if no one's played Crash 4. Don't get me wrong, it's an outstanding game, I absolutely love it. But oh, you need patience to play Crash Bandicoot. That's without a doubt. let's put it this way. I'd rather play Lud's Gate in Tomb Raider 3 than play Crash Bandicoot again. Like, from the beginning. Do not play Crash 4. Yep, you get it. To be fair, there is rumours that it's going to be coming out on Game Pass. So what I'm thinking, if it does come out on Game Pass, is install it on the PC and attempt to do a live stream. And I'm genuinely tempted to put a swear counter on the screen, because I purposely try not to swear in games or on streams on when I'm recording, but it's going to be a mission and a half to not swear on Crash. Is it the final boss Neo Cortex again? Because weirdly enough, I thought the boss fights in Crash 4 were so much easier than the actual levels themselves. The level where you gotta get the blue gem, I can't remember what level it is now, but you've got to go through the full level without destroying any box, which includes the checkpoint box, and I'm sure it took me 107 attempts. I remember doing it and then just turning it straight off because I can't play any more Crash Bandicoot. I can't. The anger levels were through the roof that day. But from what I've heard and from what I've seen by other people, is Crash 1 is still harder than Crash 4. I don't think I've actually ever played Crash Bandicoot 1 all the way through. I've played a few levels, I think, but never all the way through. I'm sure there's a Tomb Raider reference or Tomb Raider themed level in Crash 1. I could be wrong, it might be Crash 3 I'm thinking of, but I'm sure it's even got like a similar name to Tomb Raider. I'll tell you what, I'm actually going to switch channels on OBS so my webcam's on. There we go. I swear, counter. Yeah, I feel playing Crash Bandicoot 4 on stream would be enough to make any sane person rage quit. I wouldn't blame her if she'd never picked it up again, to be fair. I like to try and play it in moderation, so I'm not stuck on playing it over and over again. Like, I get a few more of the the gems. I'll watch you play, Chris. Yeah, I'm determined to play Crash Bandicoot now that I've actually talked about it. I may actually install it when I finish this. But Bioshock, that is definitely a game I need to play. I've heard so many people say a lot of good things about it. To not play it. Oh, for some reason OBS has switch channels back. I'll have a look at that. I don't know why it's done that. There's a few different Bioshocks as well, isn't there? Or am I thinking of another game? The underwater city. Oh, see, that sounds amazing. I don't like the unexpected surprises though. Is the drunk ant that never makes any sense. Yeah, we've all got one of them. So basically, it's like most game franchises, they kind of go down in quality as they go on. Yeah, I'll save Bioshocks on Game Pass. Is Bioshock similar to like Resident Evil or Call of Duty? Because I have played, I mean, granted I've played Call of Duty a long time ago, but I've never actually played Resident Evil, but that's another game that I really want to play. I mean, I do like Doctor Who. I can't really complain. So, am I like Infinite then? No, I get that. Playing Tomb Raider 3 gives me anxiety, so trust me, I understand it. Yeah, I think a game that's got a good story needs to have good gameplay to match it, because it's all fine and proper having a really good story to tell, but if the gameplay is not there to tell it, then you kind of just, yeah. Code Veronica, I've never heard of that. Silent Hill, I've played one of the original ones, I think on PlayStation 1, and it was a long time ago. Yeah, here we go. Sanctuary of the Scion, my least favourite level in the game. Oh, Code Veronica was a Resident Evil game, okay. See, that's how much I played. Yeah, for PlayStation 1, it was Silent Hill I played. I know there's a Resident Evil game based in Britain, isn't there? Is that called Syndicate or something? Sure, it's Resident Evil Syndicate. Hey everyone who's watching the stream, who's not in the chat. I'm playing Tomato 1. It's glitched, and I say unfortunately. It's not unfortunately for me because, Jesus, I'm getting some good level skips on this. But yeah. Resident Evil Syndicate, or am I thinking of something else? Oh, no, I'm thinking of Assassin's Creed. Ew, ignore me. There was an Assassin's Creed Syndicate, isn't there? I swear I'm a gamer. I may not... I can't prove it. And it's obviously not going too well by the way I'm talking, but... See, at least I was right about the name and the location. I was just wrong about the franchise. It's like saying Animal Crossing Syndicate. I mean, I suppose it's the same initials. They should make an Animal Crossing game like them. I'm just putting it out there. You can imagine like Tom Nook going on a killing spree because he hasn't got his rent. Someone needs to make that. Victorian steampunk London. See, that does sound amazing. Sure, all the Assassin's Creeds are on Xbox, on Game Pass as well. Oh, I didn't know I did. There's so many games on Game Pass that I really want to play. To be fair, I am off work a week. I might generally just do it this week. And how did you spend your week's holiday from work? I played games the entire time. Can you imagine? Tom Nook just standing outside your door. It's like, rent's due, mate. Rent's due. And he just pulls out like the sawn or shotgun or like some kind of futuristic weapon out of his pocket. I need to replay Animal Crossing again, New Horizon. Such a good game. Tell you what, that game helped a lot through lockdown. Maybe not the version of Animal Crossing we're on about now, but... it does, doesn't it? Gaming. I'm out Friday night with my dad. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, I'm out Friday night with my dad going for a meal and a few drinks, which I'm really looking forward to. Then I'm out Saturday with my friend going on a walk that we've somehow started doing this time of year, the last few years. And I'm really looking forward to that as well. They're married. How are they married? Like I say, I've never played Assassin's Creed, so I don't know if it's something I'm missing or... Also, it's an actual thing. Like, it's not something that it's like a fan theory. It's something that's actual canon. Isabel the dog from Animal Crossing is married to this character from Assassin's Creed. I mean, as long as she's happy, I suppose. Well, she works with Tom Nook, so I don't know. Someone needs to make that game. Assassin's Creed and Animal Crossing mixed. We've talked about it now, it needs to happen. Ah, I knew that. I need to seriously play more games. I need to broaden my gaming horizon. I swear I'm a gamer. I am a gamer. I am a gamer. I don't know if I'm trying to convince you or me at this point, to be fair. No bother, Ryan. Thank you so much for joining for the bit you have. Hopefully this training is done with soon. And enjoy. We got 3 levels to go after this. And unfortunately, one of them levels is Atlantis, everyone's favourite level. Yeah, them flying mutants are really creepy. Although, it's sort of beneficial when they hug the wall, because 9 times out of 10 then we're getting stuck in the wall. Which is a nightmare to kill. Oh, I'll grab the menu pack. How many menu packs have I actually got? I should be fine. I'll say that as I grab another one. Oh, man. I need to remember to save. That's my issue with teammates, is I forget to save. Actually, how much ammo have I got on this? Because I'm going to use this gun at the end of this level where you get attacked by the mutants in the starting room. No, honestly, don't worry. Focus on your job if you need to. It's absolutely no bother. I don't need to kind of mess your job up or anything by watching this. Don't want to get into trouble. Oh, right. I thought you actually meant your job. I didn't realise you meant saving. Yeah, how dare you not tell me to save? It's all your fault. I do, kid. You daddy boss. Right, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna try and keep the rest of that ammo and the magnums for the room with the mutants in. I want to save it now. Oh, that was luck. I know that breathing is really creepy. It's creepy as well when you can't see them, but you can hear them. So I've gone really quiet there. I was just focusing on not getting killed there by that mutant. That's the only thing with this level, is there is a lot of platforming. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Nearly finished this level, thankfully. Then Natla's Mine, there's another hell of a shortcut you can do quite early on in the level. Well, there's two, to be fair. One where you can jump onto the ledge where you need to release the boat to get onto. You don't need to release the boat, you can just jump straight onto it. And one where you jump across the chasm onto the end. Or very near the end. Well, I suppose the third one as well, because you don't have to pull all the switches in the end where you go to the pyramid room. You can just kind of skip through a timed door without triggering the big bald guy. And what I'm going to do as well after this stream is I'm going to edit the scheduled stream I've got for Wednesday to be Tomb Raider 2 and Tomb Raider 2 Golden Mask in one video. Right, get the magnums and save. Damn it. Now I just need to get past Larson without taking any more damage.
I still got a pain in my brain.
Oh dear. I'm just going to take a Medipack, I'm not risking that.
Now, like to shoot you to hell.
Right, so I'm going to do the first skip in this level straight away. So you grab onto this, shimmy along to here, and this bit's flat enough for you to actually climb up and walk on. Of course it will be if I don't fall off.
Ain't nothing personal.
Alright, I'll save it here because this is the second skip. We can do a side jump. Well, not side jump, but a jump to grab that ledge, but I can never get the angle right first time. Or the second. Or the third. Hey, why is she not grabbing it? There we go, finally. Right, gonna do a trigger skip here. So the guy on the skateboard is triggered as soon as you walk into this room onto the grey tiles, grey floor. So if I do a similar skip to what I did, I think I've just completely botched that. Yeah, I have. You can do a similar skip to what you do in Qualipec, where you can kind of jump through the edge of the wall and it avoids triggering them. I just don't like triggering them because I don't actually have any form of weapons, and I think I'm just stunned on that again. Don't actually have any form of weapons in this run at the minute to kill him off. But for some reason, it's not wanting to actually work. Oh, so it's not actually wanting to work. I think I've done it. Yeah, I've done it. So you can see he's up there untriggered, not moving. Right, and this is the last skip of this level. So, just get on the edge here. I don't think this is going to work. No. That's it. Boom. That is quite a difficult skip to do with that door. I'm going to grab these. Well, the best thing is you can finish this level without any weapons, but you automatically start the next one with your pistols again. And as you walk into Atlantis, which is your next level, the Uzis are right in front of you. Right, save it. I feel I'm going to have to do a few saves in this level. Try and trigger these off one at a time. Yeah, absolutely no bother. I hope work goes okay for you. Thank you for joining us so far. Thank you for sticking with us. Yeah, hopefully the rest of your working day goes as smooth as possible. Yeah, no bother. I've only got 2 levels left to go, so hopefully it won't be too long left. I am doing another stream tomorrow, but it's going to be Red Dead Redemption. Then I'm going to do Tomb Raider 2 and Tomb Raider 2 Golden Mask on Wednesday. And then Tomb Raider 1 and Tomb Raider 2 on Thursday. That's the one I'm really looking forward to. So I will see you on one of them if you're not back on this one. Not too sure why I jumped onto them slopes. Don't need to be that way just yet. See if I can make this jump and grab. Oh, just not. That's a really weird glitch, that. Or you can basically jump between the wall and the boulder. Right, I am going to save it at this point because I've got another sort of tricky-ish jump to do that saves us from having to do this next room. Yeah, I missed it. Oh, nearly hit it. There we go, got it that time. should have saved. I should have saved. Oh, man. See, it's the silly mistakes that you do in Tomb Raider that just, it knocks it all off. I'm going to save it now because that jump is seemed to be getting more awkward to do. If you just joined the stream, welcome. I'm almost finished playing Tomb Raider 1. This has been a glitched run. I've attempted to try and get through it as quick as I can, but I've done a lot of silly mistakes. That's like this, for instance. I couldn't have timed that better if I tried. That's stopped us from getting a semi-decent run on it. But what I am going to be doing is I'm going to be doing Red Dead Redemption 2 tomorrow, where I'm going to be treasure hunting as much as I can. I'm going to aim to try and get most of the map, if not the full map, covered. On Wednesday, I'm going to be doing Tomb Raider 2 and Tomb Raider 2 Gold straight after each other. Golden Mask. I'm going to aim to try and, well, I'm going to aim to get all the secrets in that so I can play the Nightmare in Vegas level for the very first time. Never actually played it before. And then on Thursday, I'm going to be doing Tomb Raider 1 and Tomb Raider 2 straight after each other, which should be fun. Hopefully I won't be doing silly mistakes then on Tomb Raider 1. And if... Ooh. Excuse me. And if you are new to the channel, I do have a Discord group as well. The link for that will be down below in the description, I believe. At least it should be. So feel free to join. I'm going to keep all... Oh, I don't want to be doing that. I've got all the streams and stuff set up in there as well. You can hear I'm just underneath this ski-on room now. I don't know why I'm getting all this ammo. I've got plenty of ammo now to get through the torso boss and Natler at the end. Right, there's an interesting skip you can do where you don't activate or open that egg, I guess. If you do the same corner bug that I've done before in Qualipec and in Natler's Mine, you avoid the tile which triggers that, and you can go straight down without any bother. While saying that, I'm now having bother getting on the platform. And I probably should have saved. I'm going to save it now. Them two mutants below are really creepy with the sounds. Say that's what's bacon Laura. Right, I'm going to use my Uzis for these last two mutants. I'm actually going to save it as well. Probably should have made sure that first mutant was gone before I targeted second one. Oh, I shouldn't be doing silly mistakes like that. Especially this far into the run.
You can't.
Alright, here we go. Last level. Now what's interesting is, according to I think it's a Japanese Tomb Raider magazine or article or something, this torso guy is called Adam, which is interesting. It's for that not actually give him a name. I also apologise if I'm not talking much. I'm just focusing on not trying to do small silly mistakes. Oh, no way. Oh, this is why we need to remember to save. Excuse me. Let's save it. Oh, man. Doing silly mistakes in this level. Let's save it here as well. Literally back in time. I tell you what, I have done some silly mistakes. Mainly forgetting to save. That's the thing with me, is I continuously forget to save this game. And like that. Get stuck on a wall. You think I should know by now to remember to save this game? Yes, I'm going to save once I get past this fire part, which I just have. Thank you. I think I'm now approaching the last room into the Natla's boss room. I am. Are you going to be joining me tomorrow when I play Red Dead Redemption 2 online? Doing some treasure hunting? Sounds good to me. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a very, very fun game. I don't know if you've played it. The online mode, I think, unfortunately, has been kind of neglected a little bit. Well, massive bit, but... I can't remember what time I've got that scheduled to start. I think it's 2, maybe 3. I need to double check. I'm gonna take a small medic pack here because that blade scars before. Actually, I'm gonna save it. Sounds good. Be a nice change of pace from Tomb Raider, I think. Definitely different pace. There's no pressure to try and get from point A to point B. Just kind of chilling and doing some treasures. Alright, time to get Natla. I'll save once I've gotten her down. I probably should have saved before I came into this room, to be fair.
You can't bump off me and my brood so easy, Lara.
I'll save it now. Yes, good point, thank you. I didn't even notice the health. Because the thing is, Natla still can get you with them dart bullet things. Thank you. Right, about to finish this level and the game. There we go. Well, thank you very much for everyone who has joined me on the stream. If you're watching this after the stream goes out, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, Tomb Raider 1, it's probably my favourite game of all time. Definitely the Tomb Raider series is. Tomorrow, like I say, I will be going live with Red Dead Redemption 2, where I'm going to be doing some treasure hunting around the map. Thank you for the GJs. Wednesday, I'm going to be doing Tomb Raider 2 and Tomb Raider 2 The Golden Mask. And Thursday, I'm going to be doing Tomb Raider 1 and Tomb Raider 2 straight after each other. Going to be an insane run. So I will see you on